Here, I'll split one with you. Or you want your own?
Did you have one before the show, didn't you? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, I saw you sneaking one before the show.
Okay, we'll move this. We can actually add this to this. It doesn't hurt. Bread is very friendly dough. You like this? You know, that's the one. I made
Really
those
good.
with this. So that's actually got raisins and nuts in it, and cinnamon as well.
So you made one loaf of bread and then you made some cinnamon rolls.
I split the dough. These were made by, I don't have time to do it, but this, you would flatten this out as flat as you can, then get butter, cinnamon, and sugar. About 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and maybe half a cup of sugar. And then what I do is I like to spread the butter on it. It just makes this better. And then I just sprinkle, and then you
roll it up like that.
And then you cut them like this, put them in the pan, and let them rise. You know, let them rise up. And then as soon as they do, and I put a honey powdered sugar glaze on those. It has the honey.
Very good.
So it's just different. You can do so many things with bread, and it's very friendly and very fast.
Now, Mary, one of the questions may sound dumb, but why do you let bread rise 3 times? Is that just a tradition, or?
No, it gives it a better texture. It gives it, well, you can see, see there's very few air holes. And what it does is it gives it this has been frozen, so it's still kind of like frozen. But you want to see? But see how it has the same texture almost as your store-bought bread. So, and when you let it rise like that, it makes it a lighter, fluffier result. The result is a lighter, fluffier bread. So, and this slices up real nice. I have an electric slicer here that I use because it's uniform.
Now, do you freeze your bread?
Yes, I'll tell you what I do. I slice it, and I freeze it in slices, and as I need it, I take it out of the freezer and either let it thaw out or toast it.
Oh, okay. Not microwave it.
I don't like to microwave because
it usually makes it
tricky.
hard.
Yeah, in spots even it'll get hard. But it doesn't take long for a slice to thaw out, so it works real well.
Oh, that's great. And then what do you wrap it in, like a plastic bag?
I bought 400 bread wrappers at a really nice price. And so I have that, and I have the twist ties, and so I twist them, and whatever I make, I put in there and then put in the freezer.
And you put in the freezer, and then you have it ahead of time, made ahead of time too.
Right. I make about 2 loaves every 10 days, and you know, it depends on if I take sandwiches to work or if I want French toast or if the kids come over, the grandkids. So
you always have homemade bread.
I never buy bread.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I never buy bread anymore.
Wow.
Because it's so easy. It's just so easy. And it's a wives' tale that it takes all day. It takes 20 to 30 minutes kitchen time. And it does take about 5 hours. So that you could put it to rise and then go shopping. And then come back and punch it down and then go. So
it can rise, I mean, if it's risen, like let's say an hour and a half the first rising, do you, let's say you're out 3 hours, is that okay?
That's a long time.
You don't want to let it,
no.
You need to take care of it. Yeah. Okay. So you want it like an hour and a half?
Hour and a half the first time, yes.
Okay.
And if it's warmer, you want to, you know, be sure you're back at least within an hour so that, you know. Actually, in a bowl like this is my bread bowl. I don't believe it would go over, I don't believe 2 loaves would go over the top on that bowl.
All right. Well, I think I've got all the information down. I know that I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this.
Okay.
And if I have any questions, I know where you are because you work for the city.
I do. I work, yes, at City Cable. I love it.
I know who you are. Mary, my bread's not rising.
I will come to your house and personally help you, Connie.
Okay.
I will.
All right.
A little lesson there.
Well, that's it for this show today, and it's been a lot of fun having you guys on the show. Thanks, Kara, for coming on, and Mary, you too.
Thank you.
And if you'd like a copy of any of these recipes you've seen here today or in the past, you can send a self-addressed, stamped, legal-size envelope to the Office of Cable Communications. That's at 3350 Civic Center Drive. Or you can pick up any of these recipes at the Torrance Farmers Market. And the market's open Tuesday from 8 till 1. Also on Saturdays from 8 until noon, and it's a great place to pick up fresh produce, nuts, honey, just a little bit of everything. Also, we are looking for cooks to come on the show. If you'd like to be a guest cook, give Stephanie a call, 618-5762. We'll see you next time on Community Cooking. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is great. Oh, my other thing, because I know that I've made bread, where do you put your bowl in your kitchen? If you've got a draft or you know, just put it in the oven?
Yes, if you don't have a pilot light, put it in the oven. And if you're
Well, I have a gas stove, and that
It
has a pilot.
open pilot light? Does it have an open pilot light?
Yeah, because it lights automatically.
But sometimes they're electric and they're lower, where if you look in there, you can actually see the plug.
You mean on the, no.
Yeah, then you have an electric one. Does it click when you turn
Yeah.
it on? Okay, that's electric.
That's electric,
So it's
okay.
safe. That just keeps it free from drafts or things. Actually, I'll tell you what I do sometimes. I have a den, and I keep it in in the winter, and I'll bring the bread in with me.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, it works really well. But during the summer, there's no problem. You know,
Yeah.
It just raises.
But just stick it in the oven.